Good evening and welcome to News Channel 8. I'm Jerome Aegean, and here's some of the top stories we have for you tonight. A major press conference on the pollution situation here in the VI. A police officer is arrested for child molestation, and stateside gas prices are lower than ours. How can that be? These stories and more up next on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, the Department of Planning and Natural Resources held a major press conference to address the pollution in our territory. Let's take a look.
We are here to provide a briefing to you on what we have dubbed Operation Breathe Easy as it relates to the ongoing odor complaints that we have fielded from residents in the St. Croix community beginning Tuesday of last week. What we're going to speak to today would be the establishment of a unified command to be able to address this matter. And we would also present to you the methodology that we have employed to systematically and scientifically address the concerns. We have to identify the source of this odor. From Tuesday to Thursday, we were dealing, and to some degree, dealing with a virtual unknown. While we had different reports of a hydrocarbon odor, we also had reports of a sweet smelling odor, a rotten egg odor. Based on scientific expertise, all of those odors can be from a hydrocarbon derivative. Also, we were dealing with complaints relative to nausea, vomiting, experience more so with exposures to VOCs. So basically, because of this unknown factor, it was really critical that we try to identify this source of this unknown, simply because the only way we can move towards corrective measures is to ensure that we identify a source. Basically, DPNR staff, in conjunction with the Environmental Protection Agency, did do the field monitoring, as I indicated, and then we did inspections at various industrial sites on the South Shore. Crucian Rum was inspected, Diageo, Renaissance, Hovenza. By a process of elimination, we honed in on various facilities based on the nature of the odor complaints that we were receiving, and also based on our technical expertise as it relates to the inspection of various facilities and the process operations that were ongoing or not ongoing at the time. So again, the identification of a source is critical in this overall operation. We need to be mindful that in most instances, when there is an incident such as this, you would have a responsible party step forward and basically state, based on facility operations, a mishap or a malfunction, we had a specific incident, and as a result of this incident, we had a specific release. What has happened since Tuesday is that we have had no one step forward in terms of being the responsible party for the odor complaints that were fielded since Tuesday to Thursday. On Friday, Hovenza did make mention of a spill that occurred at their facility, and then on Saturday they did confirm a second spill. But in light of the South Shore Industrial Complex, and in light of the criteria pollutants that we're using, that we are actually assessing, we have to go through the requisite inspections, and we have to go through the requisite data collection, and through a process of elimination, hone in on who we may identify as the potential source.
And in other news, a Virgin Islands police officer has been arrested on child molestation charges. Here's Melody Rains with more.
Police on St. Thomas arrested 22-year-old Sean C. Brown and charged him with unlawful sexual contact for inappropriately fondling a female minor. Brown has been employed with the Virgin Islands Police Department as a police officer since July 2010 and has since been placed on administrative leave without pay pending the conclusion of the case. Brown was arrested at 6 a.m. on Monday, May 16th, pursuant to an arrest warrant issued by Superior Court Judge R. McKay, which also stipulated a bail for Brown of $10,000. Police Commissioner Nobel E. Francis Jr. remarked that Brown will have an opportunity to face a jury in a court of law. However, in order to salvage the public trust in this case, and according to standard police policy, the officer has been removed from duty until a verdict is reached. Francis said the Virgin Islands Police Department is no place for those who choose to live contrary to the laws of the Virgin Islands and the United States. Commissioner Francis said that honor is reserved solely for those who respect the badge and display the dignity which it represents. He sent a stern warning to any police officer who may be involved in unworthy acts. He said, make arrangements to extradite yourself from the VIPD organization immediately, because when you are caught, you will have to face your crimes and justice will be swift. The commissioner added that this arrest should in no way taint the character of the hundreds of police officers who serve this community with dignity and pride every day.
And we want to thank Melody Rames of the Virgin Islands Police Department tonight. Well, many gas stations on St. Croix have gone over $4 a gallon. News Channel 8's Wes Small files this report that might shock you, as well as compare the prices to stateside.
Thanks a lot, Jerome. Well, it's finally happened. Gas prices have really peaked over $4 a gallon for regular here on St. Croix. Let me tell you what's going on. Ironically, gas prices have fell for the first time in 8 weeks. According to AAA, we have retail level. Regular gas is down to $3.95 in the States, from Sacramento all the way to Massachusetts. In Massachusetts, gas dropped by a penny. Sacramento, it dropped by 4 cents. And my home state of New Jersey, it dropped a penny. That's the lowest in 7 weeks. Now, the average price for gas stateside is $3.96 a gallon. Most of those states don't have a refinery in it. So the question then is, why is Hovenza doing this to us? The average price for gas on St. Croix is $4.19, as you're watching now in this footage that we shot this morning. But here we are at WIM, and the gas is $3.99. If you could find gasoline for $3.99 or $3.95, you better fill up, because that means you're doing good. But again, our average price for gas on St. Croix is $4.19 a gallon. Now, as you can see, gas is varying. Some places is $4.09 and so forth. And who knows, you might even find gas higher than $4.19, again, which is the average. But the question remains, why is the gas higher than $4 when we have Hovenza right here on St. Croix? And plus, all the stink that goes with it as well. Well, that's just the way it goes. But meanwhile, you know the rules. Carpool, multitask when you go out, you know, help people out, give people a ride and so forth, and do the best thing that you can when it comes to saving money for gas. That's all we could say. Bad news, gas, $4.19 a gallon on an average for regular gas on St. Croix. Good news, we got good Samaritans like this guy here, still hovering around $3.99. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
And we want to thank Wes. While gas prices may be sweltering over the $4 mark, we've got a television set at Southern Rent-A-Home that's only $5, and that includes free delivery. We'll take a look at that when we come back from this break.